ai haksang ka stok de ai ka poi nate haksang ka stok do ba ingoni da ka pa kai ka den ai ka poi hasin
tamo narak dringai dana isana hana sexual hona phatro kap thok puna phatabra ba
ho yare section mana num ka pro ai ka poi
as khangdre da kamai ngana do no khangdre phare adu de ai chalu khige pungo mamai da ka puge ko papa ga leramo
COVID-19 लाइसेट असि ngakthoknabagi damak COVID ki vaccine kapna लाइसेट असि mari lenaba laina लाइसेट singdagi ngakthokchaba ngami masida natana लाइसेट asina sanghandanabagi damak matam matamgi sarkarna pirakpa sana kangmon sing aikhoi ngakna satminarasi Cowin apps ta register to piduna adomsu suksoi soidana vaccine asi kapthokpi COVID ki vaccine kapthokuna COVID leitaba iramdam mu heminarasi
aikhoi vaccine kaplese ai khoi vaccine ka place ai khoi vaccine ka place hon ki punchi sau khat khong thang hanjil si jati bi jati khai den corona lang chang theng ne se ai khoi vaccine ka place corona di ngam si punchi sau khat mai kai da
Asingmune akhoi pone vaccine ka thokuna corona de nga thokuna hani punsi ban jano hana bada adon sorok yabi
Let's take a look at the headlines first. Workers of BJP Khangabok constituency attacked a group of women escorted by policemen at Khangabok. Police team seized large quantities of DIC liquor and IMFL. And India on Saturday reported 14,313 fresh COVID cases and 549 deaths. Hello and good evening. Welcome to ELITETV English News. This is UTPALA Longjam. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Election-related conflicts and violences are occurring in almost every nook and corner of the state and is still ongoing in many constituencies. Another incident took place on October 29 afternoon around 3:30 p.m. when a group of women escorted by policemen gunfired and pelted stones with slingers by workers of intending candidate of BJP of Khangabok Assembly Constituency, K.H. Menjor Mangang. The incident took place at Khangabok Part 3, Lamlong Makhalekai, Khangabok Constituency. The two women injured are Thokchom Roma, resident of Khangabok Part 1, and Ningthaujam Revika. In a press conference conducted by Secretary of Women Organization Khangabok, WOK, Laishram Bino strongly condemned the incident and explained the conflict was due to the meeting that was conducted by K.H. Menjor Mangang held at the residence of 1 Moirangthem Pabritra, which was against the decision taken on June 29, 2019 by the joint group of Oiba, Zilla Parishad Khangabok Pradhan, Youth and Mahila of Khangabok. Lai Shrambino urged to take action against those policemen who simply watched on when the workers of KH Manipur Mangang mishandled them. She further expressed the entire incident was captured on video footage and declared KH Manipur Mangang as an incompetent leader. Police team seized large quantities of DIC liquor and IMFL from unauthorized possession of one Sagolsem Romain Singh, 30, son of late S. Inaubi Singh of Palel Mamang Lekai on receipt of a reliable information by OC Palel. The seized items included 320 liters of DIC liquor, 37 bottles of 500 ml Myanmar beer, 72 bottles of 500 ml Kingfisher beer, 21 bottles of 500 ml Diablo beer, 46 bottles of 375 ml OC Blue Whiskey, 48 bottles of 180 ml OC Blue Whiskey, and 1 case of McDowell's No. 1 Whiskey. The seized liquors along with the accused person was handed over to excise for further necessary actions. Under the ongoing 3 days free cataract screening and surgery camp at District Hospital Tamenglong organized by 44 Assam Rifles under the ages of 22 sector, IGR East, in collaboration with National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment NPCB and VI, District Health Society Tamenglong led by Dr. Gracie Majachunglu, a total of 230 patients were examined from 27 October to 29 October. A total of 39 surgeries, including 31 cataract, 6 pterygium and 2 Kalazayan surgery conducted on 28 October. Today, Dr. Gracie Majachunglu and her team carried out post-operative care inspection of the patients. The 44 AR doctors and other paramedical staff under CMO and SMO are providing necessary medicine assistance, care and medical supervision to these patients in collaboration with the supporting staff from District Hospital Tamenglong. The battalion also conducted generic medical tests of the attendees free of cost. A COVID awareness stall with various posters, banners and cutouts too were put on display. All necessary COVID protocols were observed while conducting the free screening and eye surgery camp. The closing ceremony of the 14th Fortnight Barrier Free Campaign 2021 with the theme Break Barriers, Empower Disabilities was concluded on 30th October. It was ongoing since 16th October and held at the Office of Handicap Development Foundation. Secretary General of the Handicap Development Foundation explained that the foundation was established mainly to address the hardships and sufferings endured by differently abled people on a day-to-day basis, and the objective of the campaign is to bridge the gap between handicapped persons and normal regular people. She also divulged that an awareness program was initiated at Kangabok Sorok Wangma Mahekol Coaching Institute to create early intervention to children of disabled people, educating them on how to recognize early signs of disabilities and how to prevent it from developing further. She added it is important to avail and make use of the healthcare scheme funded by the state government.
14th Fortnight Barrier Free Campaign asida akoi Handicap Development Foundation 2008 tagi horaga hauju pauda akoi ngasi gi campaign asi akoi na pangthok chodana lai akoi gi maru oiba akoi gi ngasi gi barrier free hai sidi akoi disabled oiraba ahal oiraba aduga akoi gi nupi angang sing adagi aswan ana leidiba mayam sing asina ngasi gi society asida hengnariba awaba mayam sing ase kharadang oirabasu kokna na ba haiduna akoi asigum society sida panduna leiriba uksasinda haidare aduga communication da oidaragasu makoi gi rights leiriba education da makoi bu akoi moi da su rights mayam asi pibiduna makoi bu su akoi gi society asida mainstream life asida bubirakna ba haiduna koi ngasi gi barrier free campaign asi koi na pangthok sabani.
Manipur's gross state domestic product GSDP deficits 9%, though the state attained its statehood for more than 50 years, said Economic and Resource Development Organization Kangleipak ERDO Secretary General Shanta Nahakpam during the press meet held at Chingmarong ERDO office. He continued that the state was once an independent state, but with the attainment of statehood, the state faces deficit in GSDP. He stated that it is high time for the people to give a thought on the present economic issue that the state is now facing. He also talked on the need for the inclusion of every political party election manifesto in the upcoming election. He said that the absence of household earnings and less collection of taxes led to the deficit of the state budget. He further said that his statement was not made based on any political party. On the other hand, ERDO Kangleipak President T. Sanajauba said that the talk was made to discuss on the ways to improve the economy of the state.
Ipai pusingna akoi anlaman singna tabibada tapirami adubo bharat da tilam matung akoi state route phangam matung akoi nearly 50 years sura bawda akoi hujipau akoi state sigi economic condition se akoi gi adugi madik phate ai tare.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back after a short break.
Pengba nga ton pangbiragani ningol chakobugi manguin na mapung mari faraba pengba amadi nga ton ningol chakobugi damak discount su pizari nga ton kg manga leibada kg ama free pengba kg tara leibada kg ama free da pizari akak ngaba matamni ngasi maklengsin biroktana order to bi ho phangpham S Tomba and Sons Pengba Farm Hyangthang Bazar.
Rohan Film, cyclists and philanthropists na Cycling for Humanity campaign gi makada kunai asigi sotharaba kanglup singbu tengbang duna lakli. Reading E-Ride na paikhat chariba One Household, One E-Scooter campaign asidasu hena mapungfa na ba mateng pangminers.
Manipur gumba pikraba state asidadi ekoina chachok chachin tawriba jaga singsi khudna lamba pumba jaga da ngaktoba maram aduna mayam gi damakta leijare environmental friendly oiriba adongi perfect partner E-Scooter. One Household, One E-Scooter. High-level campaign sida mayang kudimaksu sharuk yamis.
For more queries, please visit our showroom at Sangay Pro Ninthem Call, Moirang Patlo, or Tobal Atokpam. And do visit our website arambay2020.com or arambay2020 app.
Ima, ay sumagum like tradi nang yam kap ka sa.
I school there's a meditation daddy. I make the whole ma.
Chibu polo. I know Kanganam Newsity.
I go daddy, my socks was a dummy. No, she has loin out a dummy. Shoes are the Massachu tea.
Single Honata Hangama Satnata
Magi Taibong Paldo. I take it on Ali.
Nabuk Silpic Pananga. Ay isa pang ikan na din namang dasumam.
Ay kibitse. Joy trang patrang akta huto na lalita.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. Assam team became the team champion by bagging 80 gold medals, 73 silver medals and 54 bronze medals in the 6th National Kung Fu Championship 2021 held at Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Boys Military School and Junior College, Pulgaon, Pune, Maharashtra from October 27th. The championship was organized jointly by Maharashtra Kung Fu Sports Association MKSA and Shaolin Traditional Kung Fu Association of India under the auspices of All India Kung Fu Federation AIKFF. Kerala team became the runners-up team by bagging 6 gold medals, 14 silver medals and 32 bronze medals. The championship was participated by around 400 players from 15 Indian states. The players competed with other in Tuishu, Sanda boxing, Shuijiao, Wing Chun, Tongzigong, Taolu, Qigong, Tai Chi and other various Kung Fu sports. India Government Secretary Bhairavnath Jadhav, National Congress Party NCP Minorities Department, Martin A. Kamble, NCP Minorities Pune, Special Executive Officer Milan Andrade, Fitness Specialist Conrad Andrade, AIKF President Sifu CL Lama, Working President Seafood Dr. Norendra Thokchum, Vice President MG Dilip, Executive Director Vijayapan VN, General Secretary Seafood Dr. H. Roman, School Principal Jyoti Arade were the main guests of the closing event. Chairperson of Manipur Human Rights Commission, Khaidem Mani, acknowledged that the Human Rights Commission always act within the law of the society and its proceedings in a press conference conducted at the office of the Commission at Lamphel Pad. He stated the recent comments made by Bablu Loitongbam, Executive Director of Human Rights Alert during a discussion on Impact TV on 28 October as unfortunate, especially the statement Bablu made that the MHRC may not justify conduct an inquiry of Atuan Abonmai because the Commission itself cannot uphold its own orders. He added the MHRC has always worked for the people sincerely and without any bias. However, the ongoing inquiry of Atuan Abonmai will take time due to legal proceedings. He further added the Commission has always taken up any case rightfully, legally and lawfully and will always stand by it. Finally, he advised Bablu Loitongbam to be cautious about his speech through public platform and the media, and the MHRC has no interest in receiving credit from the public.
Asengba chumba mihatpa si putok padana tana sigumase asida state ki authority na kari soiba laiba kanana soiba no soiba ki responsibility tu kanano habisi chu putok pachangba luka mari lena basingdo ade matong na thokta na be kadautai matong na thokta na ba habisi chu achauba mane absigi area sidadi NIA na thiba NIA investigation na yauro akhoi ki number 3 and 4 issue like the time of reference matung na thokta na ba kedo gadage habisi di NIA na di habira oyaba moidi nihat padu thiraga dandi pinana ba charge thagat padu dana aduna adung bagi nihat padu thina bo hanabada commission na inquiry ma chataraga mateng pangbaga loina na makhata bada praja singi taraptagi sumba thodok thoiba chingda oiro tamdo oiro security labs leibagi ra leitawi labs leibo aramagana karmaina lehendana ba sarkar na kari tawba changi matu sakit sabun mayam asi akang hi punamatagi experts ni evidence statement asi laure raga tawdoine.
Intending candidate of Wangkim constituency, social worker Kangabam Jadumani, in continuing his good work of developing grounds for players and youths alike in the Wangkim constituency, has now taken up a new project of developing another ground at Faudem Kairanbi and the surrounding areas. He will be installing 85 street lamps and has already procured all the materials required for the installation, and further financial assistance is provided as well. Secretary of Kairambi Youth Club T. Niktai Chand Singh expressed thanks and gratitude towards Kangabam Jadumani for his immense contribution for installing the flashlights. He said earlier the roads near the riverside as well as leading to the farm fields were pitch dark in the night, hence navigating in the said areas were not only difficult but could be very dangerous at times. The fitting of the street lamps will be completed by Sunday, 31st October. They wished Jadumani well and blessed him for his kind contribution to the locals and to the society as a whole. A civic action program was conducted by 109 CRPF Battalion Mungshangai and gave away several items to aid women folks. The event was organized by Youth Welfare Club of Kakwa Ningo Thong Sairom Lerak and member of Bashikom Zilla Parishad. CA Jasowanta along with several others participated in the event. Sewing machines and other items were donated to few select women. Meanwhile, the youth club expressed their thanks and gratitude to the CRPF for the civic action program. Central Committee member of CPIM Comrade Suprakash Talukdas expressed his view that the BJP has lost its foothold in several states of the country. He made the statement during the 19th conference of the Communist Party of India, Marxist Manipur. As per the draft report of the conference, changes in the political scenario of the state have been observed. There's been anti-democratic and breakdown of 10th schedule agreement. He remarked that Narendra Modi government is ineffective, careless, dealing with the COVID-19 breakout, resulting in high number of deaths. He added the CPI have been relentlessly fighting the pandemic and extending maximum help to the public, and even in Kerala, the ruling CPI-M government has already done a tremendous job in all sectors. It's time for another short break. See you right back.
Tamo, kaino lo sandribo? As kharanga na sasiya na harago.
Kaino isibo? Kaisa pinai sibo?
Hima. COVID ki vaccine kap thok se na ngana du phasna hainai dudi.
Ai haksang ka stok de. Ai ka poi. Nate haksang ka stok do ba ingoni da ka pa ke ka de no. Ai ka poi hasin.
Tamo, narak dringai dana isana hana sexual hobna phatro. Kap thok puna phatabra ba.
Ho yare, section mana dum ka puro. Ai ka poi.
As khangdre da. Kamai ngana du no khangdre. Phare, adu de ai chalu khige. Pungo, mama inda ka puge ko, papa ga leramo.
COVID-19 लाइसेट असली ngak thong bagi damak COVID ki vaccine kapna लाइसेट असि mari leina ba laina लाइसेट singdagi ngak thok sabangami masida natana लाइसेट asina sanghandana bagi damak matam matam gi sarkar na pirakpa sana kangon sing aikhoi ngak na satminarasi Cowin apps ta register to biduna adom su suksoi soidana vaccine asi kap thok pi COVID ki vaccine kap thok tuna COVID leitaba iram dam mu heminarasi
aikhoi vaccine kap le se aikhoi vaccine kap le se aikhoi vaccine kap le se harni ki punchi sau khat thong thang hanjil le si jati bi jati khai den corona lang chang theng ne se corona lang chang theng ne se aikhoi vaccine kap le se corona bi ngam le se punchi sau khat mai kai da
Asingmune, akhoi pone vaccine kap thokuna corona de ngak thokuna hani ki punsibo hanjano hanabada adon sorok yabi.
Welcome back. Let's continue with the updates. India on Saturday reported 14,313 fresh COVID cases and 549 deaths. The active cases stands at 1,61,555, said the Union Ministry of Health. As many as 549 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours, increasing the total death count to 4,57,740. The active cases account for less than 1% of total cases and is currently at 0.47%. This is the lowest since March 2020, with 13,543 recoveries being reported in the last 24 hours. India's total recoveries in terms of percentage is currently at 98.19%. COVID's weekly positivity rate is at 1.18% and has now been less than 2% for the last 36 days. The daily positivity rate stands at 1.22%. India has so far conducted 60.70 crore COVID tests. Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare said the country has administered a total of 105.43 crore vaccine doses under the nationwide vaccination drive. Petrol and diesel prices hit yet another record high on October 30th for the fourth consecutive day. With the latest hike of 35 paise each, petrol retailed at Rs 108.99 a litre in Delhi and diesel at Rs 97.72. In Mumbai, petrol hovered on Rs 115 to be sold at Rs 114.81 a litre, while diesel reached Rs 105.86. The fuel prices differ from state to state depending on the incidence of local taxes. Petrol price has been hiked on 25 occasions since September 28, when a 3-week-long hiatus in rate revision ended. Oil Minister Hardeep Singh Puri on October 29 said that India will use whatever margin of persuasion it has while talking to oil-producing nations to make sure the fuel prices are down in the country. He added that India's dependence on traditional energy sources such as petrol and coal will remain for a very long time, and the transition to green energy sources will be done orderly only if their prices are affordable. International oil prices climbed to a multi-year high of $85 per barrel, sending local retail petrol, diesel and LPG prices to record levels. Cooking gas LPG prices may witness a hike this week after under-recovery on the fuel widened to over Rs 100 per cylinder, reported news agency. According to the report, the sources said that the rate hike, including the quantum of increase, is dependent on government permission. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration on Friday authorized the Pfizer Inc. and BioNTech SE coronavirus vaccine for children aged 5 to 11 years, making it the first COVID-19 shot for young children in the United States. The shot will not be immediately available to the age group. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention still needs to advise on how the shot should be administered, which will be decided after a group of outside advisors discuss the plan on Tuesday. Pfizer said it will begin shipping pediatric vials of the vaccine on Saturday to pharmacies, pediatricians' offices and other places where the shots may be administered. The FDA decision is expected to make the vaccine available to 28 million American children, many of whom are back in school for in-person learning. It comes after a panel of advisors to the regulator voted overwhelmingly to recommend the authorization on Tuesday. The FDA authorized a 10 microgram dose of Pfizer's vaccine in young children, lower than the 30 micrograms in the original vaccine for those aged 12 and older. Brazil's health regulator Anvisa said on Friday that all 5 of its directors have received death threats over possible approval by the agency of COVID-19 vaccinations for children aged between 5 and 11 years old. 5 Anvisa directors received mails on Thursday, 28 October, containing death threats in case of regulatory approval vaccines for children aged 5 to 11. Anvisa has informed the police and the prosecutor's office so that appropriate measures can be taken. The death threats came several days after the agency had announced it was in talks with Pfizer about the possibility of administering the vaccine to children. Delhi government on Saturday said that the government hospitals in the nation capital may use 1/3 of the beds reserved for COVID-19 patients, including ICU beds for treating dengue, malaria and chikungunya patients. Out of 10,594 hospital beds, only 164 are occupied in Delhi as per the health bulletin. Among the beds in dedicated COVID-19 care centers, all are vacant. 6 members of a Dalit family were injured after a group of 20 persons allegedly assaulted them for entering a temple in a village in Gujarat's Kutch district. Police said the accused first allegedly ransacked the family's farmland by letting cattle graze through it. 2 FIRs were lodged against 20 accused, and police have detained 5 accused in the matter. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we wind up for the day, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Workers of BJP Kangabo constituency attacked a group of women escorted by police at Kangabo. Police team seized large quantities of DIC liquor and IMFL. And India on Saturday reported 14,313 fresh COVID cases and 549 deaths. That's all for today. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. Stay safe and have a great evening.